see it. I see the foot. I know. Here. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was walking around with a shovel looking for folks to dig out, and everything looked all right. So I walked into the park to walk the dog and found a neighbor who I'd never met standing here and standing over something. I had no idea, but he was calling for help, and I had no idea what it was. And when we got close, you could see he was trying to dig out birds that were, seagulls were frozen into this. This was a complete sheet of ice, and there were dozens of seagulls frozen into it, under it.
I mean, it was a bit of a strategy because even in the first place, like, even trying to find them, you know, there'd only be like a little window where you'd see a bird flapping or one of their heads, you know. So once you kind of uncovered some of that initial ice, then it was essentially, let's see what part of them is stuck, just frozen into the ice. And it was just trying to strategically go around that and chisel away ever so gently to make sure that, you know, we were freeing them without hurting their wings or hurting their tails or their feet, because it would be one of those three things essentially that, you know, that was the reason why they were stuck in the first place. So just took a hammer or took a chisel, whatever the angle called for, you know, in order to try and free them. It felt great to at least help them get free again. Its wings were pretty frozen together, and it was going to take some time for that to melt in order for that bird to kind of essentially recuperate. So that initially on that first day, Seamus had taken one of the birds back to the house and kept it out in the patio where there was a fireplace to like warm it up, essentially. And since it was still so in shock from the whole storm, it wasn't moving around much. It wasn't like we were like keeping it in this box and it wanted to get free. You know, it was still scared.
Getting that first one to fly off out of the box, to warm up and fly off, gave us all the motivation to come back. I'd like to think that when that first one flew off and then flew back toward us, it was a way to give thanks. And then maybe also to say, go back and get the others.